Hey, so there's a certain type of person that you can find on the internet, and probably they exist in real life, that says, like, there couldn't be ethics without religion. Nothing could be right or wrong or good or bad if there weren't a God. This is sort of fairly common in certain circles. And I think what this suggests is, A, they probably just haven't taken a class on these sorts of topics or learned from people who take classes on these topics, or they just haven't thought about it using examples. Using real-world examples is often very important. So again, they say there couldn't be ethics without God. Well, really? Is that true? Think about some examples. Here's a simple one that I often use. Haven't heard about one of these in a while, but probably they're still happening. What if there's like a school shooting and all sorts of terrible things happen? When people hear about this, they are apt to quickly think that is wrong. What the shooter did was very bad. That was wrong. They might not feel a whole lot about it anymore because they're just so burnt out on it. But they think what the shooter did was wrong. Hurting all those people was wrong. No good reason to do it, and it was wrong. So the question, though, is we can ask why. Like, why was it wrong? And a lot of people think, well, that's like a stupid question. It's obvious why it's wrong. I mean, it was wrong to harm those people, hurt them in these various ways. It was disrespectful. They didn't agree to this happening. They could step back and ask, like, would the shooter, like, really want that sort of thing done to them? So the shooter is, like, being arbitrary and inconsistent and not following rules that they would want to apply to themselves. People could observe that, well, when this stuff happens, it makes for a worse society for everybody. They could give all sorts of reasons why the action is wrong. Now, going back to the person who says that no, those actions would be wrong only if God commands us to not do them, or only if God is displeased when we do them. Well, here's the question. Why would God command us to not be school shooters? Why, if there were a God, would God be displeased with school shooters? Here's the dilemma. There's either an answer or not. There's either a reason why God would command that or not. If there's no reason, then it's just like a random arbitrary thing. I don't know, he just like flipped a coin. That doesn't seem right. That isn't right. However, if there are reasons why God would command people to not be school shooters, be displeased, well, what are those reasons? Those reasons are all the things that people mentioned a few moments ago. It's harmful, it's disrespectful, it's mean, it's arbitrary and inconsistent. There's all sorts of reasons. So those reasons would be why God would command us to not do this. So ultimately, this is why it's just sort of not true. No, it's not true that you can't have ethics without religion, or belief in God, or God existing. Because if God would command things, God would command them for reasons, and we can figure out what those reasons are and talk about them and stuff like that. So there's a lot more to say here, but this is a common criticism of this sort of view that goes back to Socrates a couple thousand years ago related to the Euthyphro problem. Oh, let me throw in one more little thing. People sometimes respond, well, doing those sorts of things is contrary to God's nature, God's essential nature. Well, again, why would God have that nature or a nature that opposes school shootings as opposed to one that celebrates school shootings? There's either a reason or not. And if it's not, it's just this random thing. God could have been different, but that doesn't seem right. So there are reasons, and those reasons are what makes actions wrong and not wrong. All right. This is a real quick thing. Take an ethics class, learn more about these sorts of things, dive deep somewhere else. All right, I hope this helps. Bye.